Krampus is written, directed, and produced by Michael Dougherty. This is a comedy, drama, fantasy, horror Christmas movie. Krampus stars MJ Anthony as Max Engel, Adam Scott as Tom Engel, Toni Collette as Sarah Engel, Stefania Lavi Owen as Beth Engel, Conchata Farrell as Aunt Dorothy, Allison Tolman as Linda, David Ketchner as Howard, Queenie Samuel as Jordan, Lolo Owen as Stevie, and Krista Stadler as Omi Grandma Engel. The film is rated PG-13 for sequences of horror violence, terror, language, and some drug material. Personally, this should have probably been rated R. This is not a movie for young children. I would say that this film would probably be okay for anyone 20 years of age and older. This movie has a runtime of 1 hour and 38 minutes. Krampus was released in theaters in the United States on Friday, December 4th, 2015. I unfortunately did not get to see this movie in theaters. I had every intention to, but I just never could find the time to make it to this film. Christmas is supposed to be the most wonderful time of year, but for the Engel family, it is anything but, especially when Sarah's sister and her redneck family come to visit for the holidays. But after an incident at the dinner table with Max and his cousins who steal his letter to Santa and read it aloud, angers him, and he gets into a pretty big grappling fist fight with his cousins. This causes Max to lose his faith in Christmas and in Santa Claus. He tears up his letter to Santa and tosses it out of his bedroom window, and the wind grabs it and takes it up into the clouds. Little does Max know that his lost faith and tearing up his letter summons a dark, evil force, the shadow of St. Nicholas, his opposite, his negative. Max summoned Krampus and his minions to wreak havoc on the family, and one by one they take and kill each member of the family, leading up to Christmas until Max is the last one left. Can Max face Krampus alone and take back his wish, or will he end up being the final victim for Krampus? That is the summary synopsis of Krampus. Now here are my negatives. I don't really have anything negative to say about this film. I'm sure there are some negatives, but for me, I didn't see any. So, like I said, I don't have any negatives. Here are my positives. The story is really good. It's an interesting concept for a film that is based on German culture. The story is strong and has a great Christmas feel, and it also has a great horror feel to it as well. The actors and characters in the film are really good. MJ Anthony as Max Engel did a great job with his character, and he was the film's main protagonist. The best part of his acting was his facial features, and especially his eyes. He really conveys emotion through his face and eyes. Toni Collette was great as Sarah Engel, Max and Beth's mom and wife of Tom. She has a lot of physical and emotional work in this film, and she freaking nailed her character. Then there's Adam Scott as Tom Engel, husband to Sarah and father to Max and Beth. You really see where he starts out in the film and how he grows and ultimately takes control of the situation. Then there is Aunt Dorothy, played by Conchata Farrell. Her character was the comic relief of the film, and boy, she nailed that role. She just tells it like it is, and I freaking loved her character. And she also loves her alcoholic beverages in this film. Then there is Omi, the grandmother, played by Krista Stadler, who is the one with all the knowledge and is the one who really knows what is happening when the shit hits the fan. I really liked the relationship between her and Max. All of the characters are great, and everyone just really brought their characters to life and really hit their marks. The special effects for the film are done pretty much practically. They used real effects, they utilized real puppets, and they used material made from diapers as the snow that is on the ground, and they also used some digital effects and digital sets using green and blue screens. The snow falling and flying through the air is all digital snow. Most of the special effects are practical mixed with some CGI, and it all looks great in the film. One group of characters that is 100% digital is the gingerbread men that come to life and attack the family. They are scary looking, but at the same time, they are cute and funny. I love the look of the film. At the very first and very end of the film, it is very bright and colorful, but during the majority of the film, when the film changes from like a family Christmas movie into a Christmas horror film, the color palette changes, and during those scenes, they utilize a lot of dark blues, dark grays, dark browns, and some dark oranges and reds, plus a few blacks. They really utilized the shadows as well during some of the scenes with Krampus's minions in the attic. They don't keep Krampus in the shadows, but they keep him at a distance until about the last 30 minutes of the film when we really see him up close. The lighting in the film is amazing as well, especially during the last 30 minutes of the film. During the storm scenes, it's just brilliant. The musical score in this movie is composed and conducted by Douglas Pipes. He did a really great job with the score. It's very Christmassy, but at the same time, very ominous and scary sounding. I'm not familiar with anything else Douglas Pipes has done, but for this movie, he did a very good job. Not only does the look of the film set the tone for the film, but so does his score. The Christmas songs used in the film were great, and they also give it that Christmas feel. This film reminds me of other films that I have seen. It sort of has a Gremlins feel to it. It also kind of has a science fiction element to it as well, and borrows from other films like Poltergeist. Krampus kind of has that scary yet cozy feel to it. The sound effects and sound design really give this film another layer. In this film, you may not see something on screen, but you hear it, and it really gives this film that scary horror movie vibe, and it works so well. So those are all my positives. Now it's grading time. I'm going to give Krampus an A+. This would be a great, scary Christmas horror movie that you can share with the whole family, or at least the adult members of the family. As far as the family in this film goes, I understand where Max is coming from, especially during the dinner scene, because there are times I've had those angry feelings towards members of my extended family because of how I've been treated in the past. But family is family, and the only thing stronger than family is faith in Jesus Christ. If you haven't seen this film, it is worth the watch. I own this film on Blu-ray and DVD, and I watch it ever so often, whether it's Christmas or not. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. Good night. God bless. I love all of you, and I will see you all in the next video. And Merry Christmas to all of you out there.